Have you observed that when a child is little, the parents want him or her to behave mature? But when it's not becoming mature, the parent want him to behave like a child. For example, they will say, stop going out. When you are a child, they say stop playing, stop jumping around. Now you are now becoming an adult. You stay quietly. They ask, why are you always quiet? Go outside. Your mates are doing things, but you see you are sitting down in the house. Why is this so? It's because they do not understand the seasons of parenting. So in this video, we'll be looking at parenting season. And by the end of the video, you know the 4 different parenting seasons which I've written on the board here. Then you know which one you are presently. The first season is the spring, ages 0 to 5. This is the most important stage of any man's life. What happened here will determine who the child becomes when he is 25 years old. So this stage is very important, but sadly, this is the most neglected part right now in the world. When the child is just started learning how to walk, the mother will go and dump the child in kindergarten and forget about them, and allow some people they don't know to train their child for them. When the child starts showing some behavior, they start running to places and seeking for solution. So at this stage, there is an emotional cost of leaving a child before he turns 5. The quality you need to learn, the skill you need to learn for adulthood is going to be missing. The emotional regulation, language, and critical thinking. Before age 5, interaction is very powerful. The service and return. What is serve and return? Serve and return means a child say point, you look. A child say look at this, you look. The child say the word, you reply. It's called service and return. Serve and return. This stage help build the child's brain capacity, and interacting with the child helps them develop language and intellectual skill, and also it helps them to be more confident. So at this stage, the child needs love and that secure attachment. We have seen adults struggling with insecurity. Where did this insecurity issue stem from? It starts from age 5, when that is not made at this age, because this is the foundation. You're laying the foundation of learning and behavior. We complain about children not doing well in school, but we forget to ask ourselves what happened before they were enrolled in school. Because what happened before they were enrolled in school matter more than what will happen in the school itself. So this is the most important part of any human being's life. Therefore, at this stage, be serious with your child. Be there for your child. Give them your present, give them the emotional support and everything. But sadly, there are people that yell at children and talk to children like adults. Some people even slap them. Say, look at you, you're throwing things, you're destroying things. At this stage, they are operating from the right side of their brain, which is the emotional part. You know, a human being prefrontal cortex developed at the age of 25. That is where it developed fully. That enables them to think and be more logical. But parents will be expecting a child that is not up to 5 years to be logical, to understand where to keep things. No, it will not happen that way. So this is the stage. So from there you move to the summer ages 6 to 12, and this is the training session. This is the stage where you set boundaries, and in setting boundaries, remember, you are going to involve the child in setting these boundaries. And when they break these laws, you don't say, I'll not punish you today till tomorrow. No, punish them immediately. And this stage, parents also make mistake of labeling and insulting their children. You label them, say, look at you, you're stupid. Look at you, idiot. Are you mad? You don't have sense. Come on, this thing you cannot do. Those words become their inner voice. Peggy Omara, he said, the way you talk to your children become their inner voice. Probably you're an adult watching this thing. Sometimes you're hearing, you want to do something, you're hearing a voice in your head. It is not the voice of the Holy Spirit. It is the voice of your parent the way they talk to you when you were at this stage of your life, that is the voice that is talking to you now. You have to heal from the voice in order to start hearing that of the Holy Spirit. So this stage, they label them. A child mind at this stage is like a sponge. He absorbs everything. And whatever you imprint in them stays. It takes the healing for them to recover. So do not play with this stage also. Be careful with the words you use on them, because this is a training stage. Then we have the autumn, which is ages 13 to 18. And this is a stage parents are having a lot of issue with their teenagers. Why? Because they did not do well here, and they did not do well here. Definitely there will be problem here. This is a stage now that parents are expecting their children to behave like children. Where here they want the child here to behave like someone here. That's why teenagers are always giving their children their parent headache. So at this stage, what do they need? Coaching. They want to be independent. You don't just be batching into their room anytime you want. You don't start dictating things for them. If you start allowing them taking little decision at this stage, then by this stage they can be taking better decision. They can be making better decision rather. So this is a coaching stage. In coaching, you don't make the child become who you miss or who you are. In coaching, you are trying to bring out the best out of that person. A lot of people that are coaching made a lot of mistake, are making a lot of mistake by trying to make their clients or the people that are coaching become like them. No. Your coaching means you are bringing out the values you have seen in them. You are bringing out the gifts you have seen in them. So this is the stage you coach your child. You show interest in what they show interest in. You support their hobbies, not that you tell them to do the hobbies that you like. By so doing, you build that connection and they will respect you more when you act like a coach. They just don't want you to be preaching. Whenever you're preaching, you're correcting too much, they will not stay around you. Then we'll move to the winter. The winter is the adult children. When they have passed 18, they have entered adulthood. What should you do? This is the stage of advisory. This is the stage where you advise them. You don't move into their life again to start trying to know what is going on inside their life. No, at this stage you stay afar and just give them advice. The advice safe, you are giving them only when they ask you for it. Because if you give them advice and they think they don't work, they'll blame you. So do not be afraid to let them go, because a lot of parents are afraid to let their children go. Where are they afraid to let their children go? Because they know they did not do well. They have not trained them well. You have to trust them. Trust them to be able to make their own decision and they're able to make impact in their life by letting them go. So I have to rush this video. If I'm going to take time, we're going to spend more time doing this particular video. I think I'll create time for the live session where we discuss this in details. Therefore, these are the 4 parental seasons. Now, which season are you presently? You might be in double season. It might be you have a child. You might have a child that's 18 and still have a child that is below 5. So do not do a mistake of using the method for this particular age. In this age, do not do that mistake. Therefore, these are the parenting season. Comment in the comment section. Type the season you are in. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe. More educational video are coming your way. My name is Tinyang, Andenyang.